Hello everyone. In this video lecture we are going to study how to implement stack data structure using an array in Turbo C compiler. So simply first of all we need to understand what is a stack data structure, and I think that you have already gone through. So stack is a last in first out data structure, so whatever element we inserted first is the first one to be removed, right? So for that we are going to implement that using C language, right? So first of all what I need to do, I need to include the header files. So that's hash include stdio.h, that is standard input output header file. Then I need to include hash include conio.h. This header files we must need to include console input output stdio and cy9h. Then I have to insert I have to write a main function, right? Because whatever we write in the main function, that is the first one thing to be executed. So now what I want, actually I want to implement stack data structure. So as you know that in stack data structure we are having three algorithms, right? So push algorithm, push is nothing but the insertion, simple insertion, that is known as push algorithm. Then we are having pop algorithm, that is a deletion. If you want to delete any particular element, we cannot delete any particular element. Whatever element is there in the topmost, that can be deleted by us. So that is the topmost element that we are going to delete, that is a pop operator. And then third, we can have a display, right? Because we want to display whatever is there in my stack and queue, stack, so that I need to display it, right? And next we can have a peep, right? So peep algorithm is nothing but just displaying whatever the topmost element we are having, so it will display the topmost element, right? So that is the basic thing, right? So first let us start with creating a GUI kind of thing. So we want a user to let know that we are having this three operations or four operations, right? So that is a push, pop, peep and display, right? So that just I'm printing that first of all. So clear screen, for clearing my screen, right? Then just I'm printing stack operation. Then I'm printing just I'm writing the list of operation for letting the people know that which kind of operation we are having, right? And for that we are what options are available and they can choose from that option. So first is a push operation, right? So I'll have here /n, then again /n, that is pop operation. Then I can have peep operation. Then I can have display. So these four things I'm having. Right, one thing I forgot here, that is to end this double quotes, right? This little things you need to keep in your mind, right? Just I'm having this, so if I apply this get ch, I'll be showing this one by one. So I'm saving it as a stack data, right, or stack ds. So now if I compile this, that is no errors. Then this is just like I'm telling the user. Then we are having this 4 stack operation: push, pop, keep, and display. Right. So now what I want from the user that which kind of operation they want to apply, right? So like that choice I want, right? And according to that choice, I need to apply the algorithm, like functions. We need to create a function for each of them. For push, we need to create a function. For pop, for peep, and for display, we need to create a function, right? So that function be called, right? So for that, for options, we can use switch case, right? So like first of all, I'm just asking the user that enter your choice. It can be anything. So like that is stored in some variable, right? So scanf. Now this is integer because user can enter either 1, 2, 3, or 4, right? So it's a percentage d, and it will be stored in some variable. Let us take the variable for example ch, right? So for that we need to declare this, right? So here I need to apply this integer ch. Now next what I want to do, user have gave the choice that like suppose if he or she want to do push operation, then he entered for 1, right? Now for that what I need to do, I need that choices, that either case 1, case 2, right? So for that we can use switch case. So simply I need to write switch. In a bracket I need to pass whatever choice is given by the user, right? So suppose user is given the choice and that is stored, we have already stored it in variable ch, so I have to pass ch over here. Now inside this we can have case 1, right? Now ultimately we are going to call the function, but right now for the explanation, right now I'm just printing that. Later on we'll write the function name, right? So right now just I'm writing this push, and then you must be knowing the syntax of switch case. So we are having switch, so case and then break, right? Then we have a case 2, that is for pop. One thing you need to keep in mind that whatever like sequence you are having here now, that same sequence you need to follow over here. Why? Because like user is going to give the choices based on this printing, right? So whatever is like seen to the user, based on that only they are going to give the choices, right? So this thing you need to keep in mind, that sequence should be same. Case 3, that is peep. Then case 4, that is display. Now all my cases are done. So after this I need to write the default case, right? So like it might be possible that user can enter any number that is beyond this 1, 2, 3, 4 case. So default, I need to print the default statement. So that is printf invalid choice. You can type any message, right? Okay, switch cases over. So yeah, I have already done this bracket, so it's double. Yeah, now it's complete, right? So I'm just saving this, and if I'm running this, so like I'm having this option push, pop, display, beep, right? So if I enter 1, it's a push, right? Again, if I enter 4, that's for display, right? And so on. That means whatever I'm getting, like that choice is available, right? Now what I want, that it should be a continuous process until the user tell that he or she want to quit, right? So for that we need to apply a do while loop, because it's a continuous process, so you need to apply while, but one time it's compulsory, right? So for that we can apply do while loop, and whatever piece of code I want, so beyond that we need to write do. So like this much piece of code I need again and again, right? This much. So for that I need to write do and while, right? So I need to write do over here, right? And here I can have while. Now while in a bracket I need to write the condition, right? Now condition, that means what? I need to ask the user, right, that whether you want to continue or you don't want to continue. If the user say yes, I want to continue, then this loop is repeated, and if your user decline to continue, then it should not be repeated, right? So again I can ask a question to user, that printf do you want to continue? And then I'm just scanning the answer in some variable. Suppose that variable is ans, right? Now don't forget to declare the variable. So here I need to write character answer. So then I need to check that if ans is equal to y, right? Now it might be possible that user may enter y in capital or a small letter, right? So I need to check for both. So I can use logical and then answer is equal to capital Y, right? So okay, one error, statement missing. Yes, here semicolon is missing, because while is always having a semicolon, right? So again I'm storing this, and now as you can see that if I enter 1, it's a push. Then do you want to continue? If I enter y, yes, then again the same thing will here appear here, right? So if I enter 2, it's a pop. Again, do you want to continue? Yes, again it will be here. Now suppose I enter 4, display, do you want to continue? If I press any other key other than y, then like it will break, right? So it's not like that on the basis of n only, any key other than 1, right? And here I need to add /n so that it can be in the next line, right? Now right now what we have done till now, that is only creating a cases, right? GUI kind of thing only that we have done, right? The major part is still missing, right? That is a function. So we need to create a function for each and every operation. So first of all we think about the push operation, right? So for push operation, what we need to do, we are going to implement stack using array. So we need to take one array, right? Now this array could be of any size, right? You can declare that size. Then what other thing I need, that is top variable top, because in the algorithm of push operation we need algorithm of stack only, we need that top is the topmost element. Initially top is initialized with the -1 value, right? And if we push any element, we insert any element, that top is incremented, and if we delete any element, then top is decremented. So that thing we need, right? Then second thing what we need, that is maximum, right? Max size, right? So for that, what I am doing, I am just initializing globally, right? Globally I am initializing the stack, my array stack, with the size of 5, sorry, here, yeah, with the size of 5. You can apply any size, right? So like you can do it like 100, or that is a basic size, but right now for your explanation I have mentioned it as a 5, right? Then I have to take one more variable max, and I have defined it with the 5. Then one more variable I need, that is top, right? Now you have taken this variable. Now why there is a need to take this variable as a globally? Why? Because I need to use this variables other than my main function. So if I define that in a main function, then if I define it in a main function, that means what? That it is accessible within the main function only. So if I want to check it, like if I want to use it in some another function, then I have to pass that value. So the better idea is that rather than passing that value, I can declare it globally, right? So that is integer stack for 5, that is any name, you can take any name, right? That is the array name, right? But here I am taking stack, right? Then the max and top. Now other thing what you need to do, that you need to initialize the top value. Top value you need to initialize, that is top is equal to -1, right? Why you need to initialize top is equal to -1? Because initially your value is initially whatever you are having, the top's value, that is -1, right? Because your stack is empty, right? So that's why top is equal to -1, right? So this thing you are having, right? Now you need to create a function, right? So I'm creating a function. Suppose that function is like push. Now in this push function, what I need to do now, think of, like, you can create this function anywhere, right? After main also you can create it, but I'm creating over here, right? So void push, right? It is returning nothing, right? Now for push operation, what I need, first of all I need to check whether my stack is full or not, right? That one condition I need to check. If my stack is not full, then I can insert element, right? But if my stack is full, then I'm not able to insert element, right? So first of all we need to check whether my stack is full or not. So for that, what we can do, so we can insert a condition that if, so max is the size, max is the maximum size I'm having, right? So if my top is equal to top is the topmost variable. So if top is equal to max -1, then we can say that my stack is full, right? That is the basic condition. You must have been studied this in the algorithm, right? We are implementing the same algorithm, right? We are just implementing whatever we have studied in algorithm. We are implementing it, we are just converting it in program, right? So if top is equal to max -1, now why max -1? Because array is starting from 0 and your size is 5, so 0 to 4, that's a 5, right? So if top is equal to -1, then you can simply print a message, you can write any message, right? I'm just writing that stack is full. It's up to you what you write, and then I need to return from here. Now why there is a need to write return? Because if my stack is full, so there is no need to go further, right? So I can stop my execution here, right? Stack is full, so there is no need to go further, right? So if it is not like that, then whatever I have written after this, that is going to be executed, right? So if you don't want to write this return, then you need to use if and else, right? But if you don't want to write else, then best option is write return, right? So here if stack is not full, then what you need to do? So if stack is not full, that means you are going to insert any element. So for inserting any element, you need element, right? So you need to ask the user to enter any element. So same thing, that printf enter any element. Now then you need to store it somewhere, right? And that element in, like, we are considering right now all the elements are in integer only, right? So that's why %d, and I'm storing it in some variable n. So if I am taken this as a n, so I need to declare it, right? So I need to declare this as a integer n, right? Now that element is stored in n, then what I need to do? Simple, I need to, what the algorithm says, that simple, first of all we need to increment my top, and after incrementing it I need to use that index value, and at that particular index value in my array I need to store that value, right? That's simple. So I need to apply top plus plus. So I'm incrementing the top's value. So initially for the first one, top is equal to -1. So from -1 plus 1, it will become 0, right? So suppose if my top's value is 2, so 2 plus 1, it will become 3, right? So and like suppose my top's value is 4, 4 plus 1 5. So like it will not satisfy this it will satisfy this condition, and then say that my stack is full, right? So after this, what can I do? So stack of top, here stack is my array, where I want to store, and top is the index value, so where I want to store, right? So stack of top, that means stack of 0 or stack of 1 or stack of 2, that kind of thing, and at that position I want to store this, right? So this is a simple like push algorithm, push function that I have created, right? So let us just take a look, like whether there is any error or not, right? So just I am storing this, and yeah, no error is there. Now if I'm inserting 1, okay, now here one thing is missing. What is missing? If you are getting it, then great. What is missing? That we have created the function but yet not called it. We have created this function now, but nowhere I have called it. So for that, instead of this, I need to call this function. So just calling that function, that is push, right? And yeah, now if I insert 1, right, enter element 34. Do you want to continue? Yes. Again if I want to push, yes. 56. Do you want to continue? Yes. Now you can see that elements are inserted, but still it is not visible because I have not applied any algorithm, any function. I have not created any function for display, right? So if I created the function for display, then and only then I'll be able to see it, right? Otherwise, like, I'll keep on inserting. Yeah, it can like it can have the overflow condition, right? So suppose 3 values are already inserted. If I keep on inserting, do you want to continue? Yes. Again if I insert, yes. Do you want to continue? Yes. Now you can see that stack is full, right? I have inserted 5 elements, and after this 5 elements, stack is full, right? Now these things are happening, but it is not visible to us. So for that we need to create, what we need to create, we need to create a function for a display, right? So our next step is creating a function for display, right? So like, first of all I'll remove this and just call the function right? Display. So for that I need to create a function of display. So I can create it anywhere. So like I'm creating over here, that is void display. Now again in a display what I can have, so like if I'm having empty stack, so there is nothing to display, no elements are there, right? So for that I can check whether there is any element or not. If there is no element, then I can simply print that stack is empty, otherwise I can print it, right? So again just we are going to apply this if top is equal to max minus 1, then we are just printing that stack is empty, and then I'll return from here. Now if it is not like that, then what I need to do, I need to display it, right? Now for displaying it, as you know that this stack is nothing but your array only, right? We are taking array only and we are converting it into stack, right? So that means for displaying any array, what you need, that's a simple for loop, right? But as you can see that like you might be aware that in a stack we usually consider it from the top, right? First we need the topmost element, then the second, and like it's a bottom up approach. We are not going downwards, we are going upwards. First element, then on the upside the second element, then the third element. So for that what we need, we need a reverse for loop, right? First take the forward for loop, right? And then I'll tell you how it happens, right? So first for I is equal to 0. Now up to what I need to go, that is top, because top is the last value, right? So I less than or equal to top, and then I plus plus, and here just I need to print, that is printf percentage d and stack of I, and I need some slash n over here, right? So slash n. Yeah, undefined I need to define it. So that's an integer I. Now as you can see that here I have applied 156. Do you want to continue? Yes. Now if I apply display, 56 is there. Yes, that's correct. Now do you want to continue? Yes. Now if I add one more element, that is 45, right? Do you want to continue? Yes. Now according to your algorithm, this 56 should be at the lower side and 45 should be above the 56, right? But according to what we have, right, 56 is the first one and then we have 45, right? This is just a printing pattern, you can print anywhere, right? So it's a pattern. So like what we have studied in like a theoretical part, that 45 should be above 56. So what we need to do, simply we need to reverse the loop, right? So for reversing the loop, like I need to start with top, and then I is greater than or equal to 0, and then I minus minus, now if I am entering first element 34, then second element 56, then third element 77, right? And then I'm displaying it. So 77 is the first one, then 56, and then 34. It's a bottom up, from bottom to up, right? And the 77 is your topmost element, right? Top is pointing to the 77, right? So I think this push function is clear to you, right? Push and display, right? Now what we need, insertion is done, so next one is deletion, right? We need to delete something. So deletion operation is known as pop operation, right? Pop means delete, right? So we need to create that. So I'm just creating before display. So it's a void pop. Now inside this I need to write whatever coding I need, whatever syntax, right? Now pop this delete, pop means deletion, right? Now first of all you need to check whether your queue is empty or not. Why there is a need to check? Because if your queue is already empty, then what you are going to delete, right? So that's why first of all you need to check for the empty queue. So what should be the condition? The condition is like, initially we have assigned top is equal to -1, right? So condition is, if I check if my top is still -1, right? If there is no change in that, that means I can say that my stack is empty. So if this is there, then I can say that printf stack is empty. And now I have found one more mistake of mine. Here stack is not empty, here stack is full, right? If top is equal to max -1, then my stack is full, right? And if top is equal to -1, then stack is empty, right? So here what we need to check again, if my stack is full, then there is no need to there is no need in display, right? So we need to change the condition that top is equal to -1. That means my stack is empty. This is the condition for empty stack, right? So if top is equal to -1, then I can say my stack is empty, right? And then I can return from here, because it will not go further, right? And if it is not like that, then what we need to do, simply decrement my top, right? If I decrement my top, that means it's over, right? But what I can do that, because like if I'm decrementing, whatever value I'm having, that get vanished, right? So for that I need to store it somewhere, right? So I'll take some variable, so like again integer, and let us say a, right? That's my variable. Looks good, right? So a is equal to stack of top, right? So whatever value I'm having at the topmost position, right, that I'm storing at a, and then just I'm printing that printf deleted element is %d, and that's my a, right? And after this, this is just for the information that this element is deleted, right? I'll decrement my top minus, and that's all. That's a function for pop, right? So after this creation of function, I need to call it at my case 3, no, case 2 is pop, right? So at case 2 I need to call it, so simply pop. Okay, so let's check it. So if I directly enter display, yes, my stack is empty. Then do you want to continue? Yes. If I directly enter to pop, stack is empty, right? This both condition is same. If top is equal to -1, then my stack is empty, right? Do you want to continue? Yes. Now if I insert 3 elements, 3 or 4 elements, so first is 11, yes, 1, 22, yes, 1, 33, yes, 1, 44, yes, 1, 45. Now if I want to add more, then stack is full, right? That means I have entered all the 5 elements, right? And if I display it, oh sorry, again I need to do it. So again, yeah, I'll enter 5 elements. Yes. Now if I want to add more, stack is full, do you want to continue? Yes. And then if I display, so 55, 44, 33, 22 and 11. Now if I pop, right, if I do pop, that means 55 should be deleted. 55 should be deleted, right, because it is the topmost element. So if I enter, do you want to continue? Yes. And if I enter 2, so deleted element is 55, right? And after this, do you want to continue? Yes. And if I like display it, 55 should be removed, right? So if I enter 4, yes, it's removed, right? So we are having 44, 33, 22 and 11, right? If I remove one more element, so like 2, deleted element is 44, right? Do you want to continue? Yes, right? And if I apply display, right, then it's 33, 22 and 11, right? So I hope you understand this, right? So this is pop operation. Now the last one, that is a peep, right? And peep is very easy. It's similar to pop. The only difference is we are just displaying whatever element is at the top pointer is pointing, right? So in peep there is no need to decrement, just we need to like display the topmost element, that's all. So for that what we need to do, that is void peep. Now in this again the same thing, what we need to do, that first of all we need to check for the empty stack, right? So if top is equal to -1, then I can say that my stack is empty. So printf stack is empty, and then I should return from here. And if it is not like that, then simply I need to display the topmost element. So printf topmost element is %d, and that is stack of top, right? I don't want to delete it, so there is no need to write top minus minus. I just want to display it, right? Instead of writing it directly, you can also do like this. We have done an pop operation, that take one variable, store it in a variable, and then print some variable. Or here you can do directly like this, right? It's up to you. So I'm just storing it, and yeah. So if I directly enter third choice, peep, stack is empty, do you want to continue? Yes. Then if I push some elements, 67, yes, 88, yes, then 99, yes. Now if I enter 3, that is peep, so topmost element is 99, right? You can check it with the display as well, right? 99, 88 and 67, right? So this 99 is not deleted, we are just like getting from peep, we are just getting that topmost element is this, right? Now if you want to do something more, like if you want to delete it, right? So simply like I can write 2, that deleted element is 99. Now if I display it, then 88 and 67, right? So this is a simple, very simple stack operation using array, right, in your Turbo C, right? So I hope you understand this, right? It's very quite easy. We are just like, what we are doing, we are converting algorithm into the program, right? Whatever algorithm we are having, we are just converting it into the program, right? So I hope you all understand this, right? So do practice it. Practice makes perfect, right? So do practice it, right? So thank you very much. Bye bye.